Hello fellow Canvas users and Delta faculty members. My name is Aaron Garner, and in this video I'm going to talk about content blocks. You can see I have a sample assignment up here, and you can see what content blocks look like. They have these nice headers with icons, and everything's separated and organized and stylized in a really professional way. All content blocks are just boxes that contain information. That's all they are. All of the same kinds of data that you would enter in the rich content editor, you enter in these individual boxes. And that's pretty much it. Let's dive right in and add some content blocks. Okay, here I have a blank assignment page open. Now before I can add content blocks, I need to unhide the design tools because they are hidden by default. You can watch my video called Revealing the Tools, but for now, just press 3 keys simultaneously. They are the Alt on a PC or Option on a Mac, the Shift key, and the letter D as in dog, and you'll see that the Design Tools panel opens up on the right-hand side. And now I'm ready to add my content blocks. Alright, we are ready to add some content blocks. There are 2 ways that you can accomplish this. The easiest way is probably to click on this Add Content Blocks button here with the plus sign, and that opens up this new panel. The other way is that we can actually just click into the Design Tools set of panels here, and then we would need to click this Add Blocks with a plus symbol, and it opens up that same panel. Now there are 2 kinds of content blocks. One type is these pre-made content blocks, and I'm going to go ahead and just click on a few of these activities. Actually, you know what, I don't want activities, so we can click out of that. Let's do lectures and then assignments. And now you can see that just with a few clicks I've got these content blocks, and they give you a starting point. I may or may not want an ordered list here, but I can change that. And they just give you some starting text, but of course you would add your text into these fields. The other type of content block is a custom version, and to make a custom one I'm going to just type in this field, and let's see, I think I did resources, and then just click the add button, and that will add a content block at the bottom. You'll notice that this one doesn't come with an icon, and we'll look at how we add icons in a little bit. Okay, now that we have some content blocks added to our assignment, let's look at some various ways that we can edit these content blocks. I can change the order to anything I want by just clicking on this arrow. Now you notice that when you hover over this, it actually changes the position to that content block. That's kind of an annoying feature to me, but that's the way it works. So if I just click and drag this to any position I want, it will immediately update. And now you can see that resources is under lectures. I actually don't want it there, so I'm going to drag it back to the original position, which was at the bottom. I can also delete a content block by clicking this little red square with the X in it, and I can duplicate a content block by just clicking on this little duplicate icon right here. I can also add or change an icon. Now remember, this custom content block did not come with an icon. So let's go ahead and add an icon to this resources block. If I click in this little area here, it'll say change icon, and that will bring up this panel. Now you can see that I was playing around with this before, but you just type in something that you want. You may or may not get what you're looking for, but you have to experiment. And I want this little page icon, so I just click that, and there it is. If I want to remove it, I'm just going to click on this little remove icon. There may be instances where you just want a header and you don't want an icon. Okay, let's look at one more thing that we can do with these content blocks, and that is stylizing them. You can see that these content blocks with the headers and the icons, there's no color, they're pretty generic looking. So we're going to change that with a few clicks. First thing you want to do is open up this choose a theme panel, and then you'll have one more panel to open up, and you'll get these institutional themes. These are pre-made themes for us to use with just one click. if I hover over these, you can see that you get a preview of what they're going to look like. Let's go ahead and choose the circle left one, and you'll see this update in just a matter of seconds. Now, keep in mind that when you do change the institutional themes or you add a style, for some reason it automatically adds a title block, and you may or may not want that. I actually don't want that, so I'm going to go back up into this panel and delete that, and now I'm back to my original content blocks. And that's pretty much it for content blocks. A lot more stuff that you can do with these content blocks, but this will get you started and you'll be able to create beautiful pages in just a matter of a few clicks. Let's go ahead and look at our finished page one more time. Okay, here we are back to our original assignment, the one that I created and showed you at the beginning of the video. You can see that I've got all of the same types of things that you would add to the rich content editor. The only difference is that they are discrete, separate boxes or containers that house our various images and texts and videos and whatever we want to put into these boxes. I've got a picture here, I've got my video in here, I've got this is a PDF, and then I've got some links down here. Just a really beautiful page created with very minimal effort. That's going to wrap up this video. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you in the next one.